we look at a rough estimate of how many hackers are actually in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone and all that kind of stuff. And I have some numbers here that I want to share with you guys that are pretty interesting. And then after, we're going to watch a video from Caps Locked with a K, and he goes into depth, detail, and everything about how these hackers are not going to get banned, how they're just undetected, and how crazy things actually are. Now, if you're like me, I literally thought you hack, you turn on aimbots, you see through walls, and that's it. But it's actually way deeper than that. And we're going to get into this. Now, I'm going to share some numbers with you guys first here, okay? So we got Steam open right here. We got Steam charts, all that kind of stuff. And we could see that just on Steam, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty, Warzone, all of them mixed together, peaked at 100,000 players. We're just going to say 100,000. We're going to keep it light. Now, that is only Steam, all right? We also got Battle.net on PC. Now, I don't think Battle.net's as popular as Steam, so we'll say half the amount of players play on Battle.net. That is 150,000 players online at the peak in the last 24 hours. Now, we'll say 150 exact, just so we could have a clear number to go with. Imagine just 1% of 150,000 people are cheating. Just to show you guys, 1% is 1,500, right? You got 1,500 people, okay? 1,500 people are cheating. We're just gonna go ahead and say that, okay? 1,500 people. Now, if I open my calculator, I'm gonna show you guys something here. 1,500 people doesn't seem like a lot, and this is a very, very nice number, okay? I'm pretty sure it's closer to 10, 15, maybe even 20% of PC players are cheating, but we're gonna say 15, okay? Now we're gonna kind of mix multiplayer and Warzone together. So we know on multiplayer, we normally have lobbies where it's 12 people per lobby. We got a lot of game modes like that. And then we also have 12v12 where you could have 24 in a lobby, but we're just gonna say 12 people in multiplayer per lobby. But then you also have Warzone where you could have over 100, and then you got ranked in Warzone where you got 51, I believe. So we're just gonna say the average lobby at any given time on Call of Duty has 60 players in it, okay? Now I know, like I said, multiplayer has less, Warzone has more. We're just gonna kind of meet somewhere in the middle there and say that the average lobby has 60 players in it. So we have 340,000 people online. All right, we're gonna keep this number in mind. Divided by 60 players per lobby, that gives us 5,666 lobbies at any given time going on. Now, if we have 1,500, remember, this is just a small number, 1,500 cheaters, that is almost 1/3 of every lobby is going to have a cheater in it. Now, if we go and we're a little more realistic with this number and we say 12% of PC players cheat, that gives us 18,000 cheaters on. All right. Now, it doesn't mean they're all on at the same time. That gives us 18,000 cheaters a month. And that is a lot of people. That is more than the amount of lobbies that are on at a given time. Now, don't forget, the lobbies are 60 people. So out of those 60 people, you might have 2 or 3 cheaters in every single lobby. And that is just 12% of PC players. That is 12 people out of every 100 or 120 people out of every 1,000 PC players is a cheater. That seems more realistic to me than 1%. And that is crazy to think of that many cheaters on at any given moment in any lobby. So we got the boring stuff out of the way. I actually want to go ahead and show you guys his video right here. We're going to start it off right here. I want you to look at the back of this van, all right? You see where my cursor is? You see this little white thing here? That is an enemy through walls. I didn't believe it either. I honestly thought they were red. I didn't think that it could just be this light and this hard to detect, and you really have to go with his camera so close on the screen just to spot that. And I'm going to press play, and you guys are going to see it move.
Players, before we get any further, be sure to hit that like.
Yeah, so you saw it move there, but once you back out and once you pull your camera back, you can't see it at all. So when there's people playing in tournaments and stuff and they say, oh, we need to see your monitor cam, and they got a monitor cam going on and their camera's pointed at the monitor, well, one, they're not even showing you the monitor they're actually playing on. They're showing you an extended window monitor where it's not showing the cheats at all. But two, even if they were showing your monitor, with your camera so far behind, it's not going to catch that on your monitor. And there's someone else in this video helping him, kind of like explaining everything that goes on here, and we're going to get into that as well because it's pretty wild how it's not detectable at all.
Magic Pants would headlock aimbot you from across the map with a DMR or a Car 98. Warzone and Call of Duty have changed a lot since those days, but so is how people cheat.
Yeah, so if you heard that, back in the day, you used to be able to lock on enemies, you used to be able to drop them so super fast, and it was just so easy for a hacker to be a hacker, but everyone knew they were cheating. Nowadays, it's completely different. These days are gone. Right? This is easy to detect type of cheats. Like if you do this, you're going to be banned. Speaking of, 26,000 players recently got banned. So that's more than my number of 18,000. 26,000 players recently got banned on Modern Warfare 3, on Warzone during the Season 2 Reloaded update. So that's a huge number, right? But if you take into account all the cheaters who are not detected in game, because you really got to do something really bad in order to be banned, you got to make sure that your walls are actually walls and you're shooting people through them and stuff, or you got to have super strong aimbots where your accuracy is nearly 100% for Call of Duty to ban you. And we're going to get more into that in a minute, because there's ways that cheaters are not being detected with aimbots because of how low their aimbot actually is. But the 26,000 people that got banned, they must have done something outrageous in order to get banned. Okay, so that is the minority. I would say minority. It's not the majority whatsoever. The people that got banned are the ones who just didn't care and they just rage hacked and all that kind of stuff. The ones who didn't get banned, which is probably the majority of players, is probably closer to like 50-60,000 people that didn't get banned. That's crazy.
Cheaters like Mr. Magic Pants here were what you would call a rage hacker, and Call of Duty players of any skill level could easily identify a rage hacker, but they usually get banned pretty quickly, especially since the introduction of Ricochet anti-cheat.
Ricochet's a joke. Ricochet's a joke. I'm gonna move up to the video here. I want to show you guys the actual person using cheats and stuff, and just kind of like show you what he's doing and all that kind of stuff. So right here, you can see it on screen. Radar enabled. He has it on. He's got his position, size, range, transparency, all that kind of stuff. But let's listen to him. He'll explain it better than I can.
Cheaters just don't rage hack anymore.
And I just want to pause here quickly again. Sorry. So you got, aimbot hotkeys. You could even hotkey it. FOV range, time to target. I don't know what that means. Smoothness. So you could turn down the smoothness of your aimbot so that you don't actually get detected. Your stickiness as well. Target bone, I guess that's what you see through the walls and stuff. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Cheat developers even suggest that they don't do it, and that's because of how fast they get detected.
What he's saying is that the cheat developers are telling you not to use hard aimbot and stuff because you will get banned.
Developers even offer an in-depth guide of how to set their cheats up to look like completely legitimate players. Because of this, the player base at large is under a false impression that cheating has gotten much better. That's not true. I know this to be completely false, and I had to find a way to prove it. To do this, I did something that I would have never seen myself doing. I teamed up with a very knowledgeable longtime cheater. I did this to understand how bad the problem really is in the game right now. These cheats are being used by many people in ranked play,
ranked play tournaments. Like you're winning money using cheat. How do you feel good about yourself with that? I don't get that, man. But ranked play, actually, that one bothers me because I'm diamond, and I find as a legit player in diamond, it's hard to get out of diamond. All right, because you're playing good, but then there is obvious cheaters who they jump around the corner pre-firing you and stuff, and they're in gold. They're in some of the it just doesn't make sense, right? And then they're winning every single game, and they're ranking up super fast, and they're all hitting iridescent and stuff, but they're cheating, bro. I don't know, man. I'm struggling to hit Crimson. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna do it. But it's just not fun when you're not cheating, man.
It's wagers, content creation, and even public games. Call of Duty is completely infested, and the anti-cheat isn't able to stop it. I do ask, after seeing what I'm about to show you, that you absolutely do not go and harass streamers, competitive players, or Call of Duty staff online. I do,
don't. It's annoying.
However, ask that we hold Call of Duty and its studios,
because there is a lot of content creators who aren't actually cheating, and to be called out from everyone, it's annoying, man. It's annoying.
Accountable as a collective and demand for a real working anti-cheat, because at the end of the day, that's the only true solution to this problem, and it's only going to get worse until that happens. First, let's start by how people hide these cheats on their PC. Now, cheaters who want to try and hide it, they're going to store their cheats on an external USB device.
He put in a USB into his computer. This is really good because once the actual game tries to look at your hardware, it's not going to ban you because it doesn't actually see any cheats, and it can't hardware ban you because, well, there's nothing to ban. The cheats aren't there. Nothing's saved onto your actual computer, and that's actually crazy. I didn't think that they all use external drives for that. That's crazy.
So you just put the USB when you want to insert your hacks.
They use these options so that cheats are never downloaded directly on their PC.
Everyone's using this one because it's super safe. It's been safe for over a year now.
And I wanted to say the 26,000 people that did get banned probably didn't do this method.
You're gonna get shadowed, but you get your account back within 7 days. I've been using that for a long time. Everybody that gets shadowed saying, oh, I just got my account back means I'm not cheating. Stop getting shadow banned and that stuff. They just fucking lie.
And they boot
So he injected the cheats. You saw that. It said injected, complete, or whatever. He could take out the USB now, and now if he's streaming the game, if he's in the competition, no one's going to see that USB plugged in. That's wild.
completely from this external device. This makes it much easier to pass a PC check if they're ever found out. Cheat developers even have tutorials on how to fully pass a PC check if a cheater is ever called out.
Okay, so once in the game, press 7, app menu, pretty standard app menu, ESP,
So you don't see it on the big screen, but you can see it on his monitor that he actually does have it.
loot, radar, aimbot, everything about to make it look as legit as possible. So it's not rage hacking software. So the aimbot, even max setting, will look pretty close to aim assist. So if you put just legit setting, let's say you go halfway.
That's crazy. Let's just move on to some crazier stuff, because you guys can see right here on his screen and on his monitor, you will not be able to see the walls. He can, because he's able to make that skeleton, those little lines that show through the walls, he's able to make it so faint that not even the camera could pick it up pointing at the monitor itself.
And your ESP basically super pale, transparency all the way up. Even for me, it's hard to see.
Like he said, even for him playing on his monitor, it's hard to see, but it's there.
So when I look through a wall like that, you guys can probably not see it.
I can't see it.
But I have walls on right now.
See how they just jump the corner and know where you're at? I hate that. I hate that, man. All right, let's move on to this little point here as well.
Is using this when you see people doing this. The streamer, whatever, they shoot and then they snap on something else. They're fucking with you. It's not.
Yeah, when you see people snapping and stuff like that, they're not cheating. That's not the cheaters. The ones actually cheating are not going to put on snap aim or anything or whatever you want to call it. They're just not. It just doesn't make sense. They will get banned if they do that. So it just doesn't make sense, man. They got soft aimbot where it's like aim assist. It's like an extra strong aim assist. You're still going to miss shots. You still got to control recoil, but it's there. It's pretty wild. And the last thing I want to show you guys from this video is where he talks about ranked play and how he made it through the ranks really quick, and this actually ball.
I'm gonna probably make a quick video on how everybody's cheating in rank, and I'm just gonna prove it basically.
So everybody's cheating in ranked, and he's gonna prove it.
Above diamond, it's almost everyone. I played yesterday for maybe 4 or 5 hours. I play maybe 6, 7 games. I was gold something. I didn't play at all this.
He played 6, maybe 7 games from gold. He went right through platinum to diamond. He's going to hit iridescent in a few more games. That's crazy. See, that bothers me, man.
Season, and I went all the way up to diamond. Okay, so when I opened it today, I just realized I was shadow banned. I'm just out in Activision.
So you got shadow ban. Big whoop. Shadow bans last a week. He goes on to say shadow bans last a week. They don't last longer than that. And then you're unbanned because they can't detect anything. And then you could just go back to playing as normal, and he switches through accounts. So when one account gets shadow banned, he hops onto another one until this one gets unbanned again.
Next week, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna pay maybe for a couple more hours, and I'm literally just gonna go all the way up to Crimson and Reticence probably. It goes really fast.
He's going to hit iridescent.
It
goes really fast.
And I might get shadowed again, but I don't think so. For me personally, that's the first time I get shadowed on ranked. I think it's because yesterday was kind of crazy. Usually I never get shadowed on ranked. I'll get shadowed in Warzone after 2 to 3 days. Rank, it's the first time. You just do that type of shit. So when you see somebody cam monitor like that, trust me, they're cheating. So this is basically just my monitor cam, but everybody's using this for Warzone, ranked, everything. on Warzone, you're gonna get shadow ban, I'd say every 2 to 3 days, unless you're like go crazy.
So he's showing his monitor cam. You can't see the cheats. He sees the cheats clear as day. I think it's crazy. I think it's pretty wild. Even if you suspected someone of cheating, there's no way to tell. If they're using an external drive, you can't find anything on their computer. If they're using the monitor setup like this, you're not going to see it. You're not going to know a thing. It's crazy. And I'm pretty sure the number of cheaters out there is super high. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hopefully this brought some insight. It really helped me kind of see how things are, because I didn't believe it was actually this bad. I think it was this easy to actually get undetected. And before we end it, let me show you something here. This dude, this dude does not get banned on COD, but because he used his cheats on a different game, he forgot to restart his computer after having his cheats on COD. He closed COD. A couple of hours later, he opens Apex.
Permaban for cheating.
And he's permabanned on Apex for having COD cheats, which Ricochet cannot detect, because Ricochet is just BS. It doesn't exist. It's not a real anti-cheat. A whole different company was able to detect that he had Call of Duty cheats installed on his, or at least on his external drive, but COD can't. Make it make sense, man. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, sub to the channel. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.